All right, what's going on, you guys? Smoovequez. We're here with Will's Music House, and I got Yacobucci right here. He did a Will's House live performance, and now we're going to ask Yacobucci a little about himself. How are you today, sir?
I'm good. How are we doing?
I am well. I like your fit, man. I
Thank
really,
you.
really love that shirt.
Thank
man.
you.
It's like
Shout out Boohoo Man.
That's what that is?
Boohoo Man.
That's hard. I might
you,
steal
bro.
that,
Thank
and
you.
I won't let you know, but I will.
All right.
Okay, so Yacobucci, man, embrace the weird because that makes us unique. Why is that a saying of yours, and why is that? What resonance does that have within your life, and like how do you move about life through that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like I always felt like a weird kid myself, and it was always just a negative feeling. Like it was always like, this is bad. I shouldn't feel this way. Until I realized I started being creative and making music and creating stuff, and I just realized there's a whole world of kids out there that are just like feel how I feel, and making music is a way to, be that voice for them and be like, hey, no, this is a positive. You're different. You're unique. We don't want to fit in with the popular crowd. We want to be ourselves. So we make music for the outcasts, and like that's the whole brand.
So making music for the outcasts again, Yacobucci. Where you from, man?
I'm originally from Stowe, Ohio. I live in Columbus, Ohio now.
Okay.
So yeah.
Any travels in throughout state and throughout country?
Yeah, so I lived in Brooklyn, New York for like half a year. Was going to school and just dropped out. Decided to take music full time and moved out to LA for about 4 years and just came back to Ohio. So it's been going good ever since we moved back.
Yeah, I read that you were in school for law enforcement or criminal justice.
Criminal justice, yeah.
So you wanted to be a prosecutor? Or?
I wanted to be in the SWAT actually. So.
Okay.
I wanted to, bust down the doors and save people, but until I saw an actual dead body, I was like, this is not for me.
Maybe I should do music. Then.
Yeah, music was it. And I realized I could save a lot more lives with words than a gun, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you say that again? Because that's important.
Okay, yeah. I realized that I could save a lot more lives. Now you're going to trip me up. I realized I could save a lot more lives with my music and my words than a gun could ever do.
Absolutely.
So
Kids, guns, no.
Pay attention.
Okay, so you started making music at 17.
Mm-hmm.
Where in life were you that made you jump into that? Like, what influenced you to start becoming an artist?
Yeah, so I mean, I was in band throughout high school and before high school, so it was always like around me, but I just hated the music we played. Like I just hated marching band, and it was like I learned so much about tempo and just like different stuff that I didn't realize I picked up on until I started making my own. But then I would just go home. Senior year of high school, I got a laptop for the first time and just experimented with GarageBand, and it was over once I knew how to use GarageBand. And
isn't it weird when you realize you know something? Like, so I've been like messing with FL again, like getting back into my producer bag. And I used to say like, man, I don't remember how to do it. It's been so long. But once I start to like put my fingers on the keys, start playing chords, start doing progression,
it's like muscle memory.
It's like, oh, actually remember how to do this.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Yeah. So you had a recent project, Melodramatic. It's a banger. It makes me want to, like I told you earlier, it makes me want to play Tony Hawk, like in the best way. Like it reminds me of like American Pie, like.
Yeah.
And that's like my introduction to rock music is Tony Hawk, like playing Tony Hawk, playing Dave Mirra, playing like shit like that. My favorite songs on there are Hypocrite, for sure. That video's fire.
Thank you. Peep It, out now, YouTube.
I watched it on Apple.
Watching on Apple too. I didn't even know you could do that.
So, Hypocrite, All My Friends, and Overrated.
Yeah.
What was your motivation? What was the push to make Melodramatic? Like, where does the name Melodramatic come from, and what story is within the confines of that project?
I mean, well, when we were making the project, I made a lot of the songs this time with other people in my band, so we collaborated a lot more, but still did stuff on my own on the side. But it was more just like I was so sick and tired of everyone just trying to tell you this is what you have to do, this is what you have to do, this is the lane you have to take. So it was always just all I heard was you need to pick one genre, you need to pick one crowd, and like stick to that. And I'm like, I get that maybe if like I that was what I wanted my brand to be, was one certain thing, but if I'm inspired by hip hop from a young kid and then into the punk scene now, it's like, why would I let one of those go? So Melodramatic is just like it's 7 songs with 7 different emotions and 3 or 4 different kind of genres blended in and out of it, and you really don't know what you're gonna get. So it's like very dramatic and all over the place. So
yeah, when I first listened to it, I listened to it on shuffle, and it might have been like the 5th or 6th track, and I was like, "Oh, he rapping on here?"
yeah,
And then like it just had like blew my mind because at first I was just going through the top songs, and I was like, "Hold on, let me go inside this album, let me go inside these projects and see like what he really got going on." Then I seen you had the fucking videos on Apple, and I was like, "Dude, what the fuck? Like, hold on, this dude is really like tapping in, like really doing your thing."
yeah, we're definitely like, when I make music, I see visuals. So like when I'm done with a song, I like want to create what I saw in my head while I was making it. So like Hypocrite, like I just saw a boxing match like with myself. I was just fighting myself. So I was like, let's go make it.
That's hard. I feel that. I like resonate with that because it's like even songs that I might not have made myself. Like if I listen to it and close my eyes, like I swear I can make the video to this song.
You can like picture a movie.
Can picture a movie. It's all art. Like that's just all of it coinciding with each other.
Yeah.
And the other songs that you got that I also like is One Life and You're So Cool.
Yeah.
Bangers. You doing the thing and you're doing
Thank
it well. So
shout out 24 Hours.
yeah, I seen you had a 24-hour feature. I'm like, what the fuck? Hold on, this dude's got a lit. Like, what do you mean? Like, so I seen you were doing a pre-game concert series for the Columbus crew, for the soccer team or the football team.
Football.
How did that collaboration come about? How did you? And I guess is that one of your bandmates that I seen you promo with?
No, just a friend in Columbus. You know, the Columbus music scene is just like, when I moved there last year, or it was like a year and a half ago, it was just like right away I just was introduced to so many amazing artists, amazing bands, and the whole city is just so supportive of like underground music. And like it doesn't matter if you have 50,000 monthly listeners or 100, like people just want to come see good music. If you're good, then they want to come see you. So I just was like kind of just like watching while I moved here, and I was like just looking and observing and like, okay, this is how the city's moving. All right, now I'm gonna take some action. So I'd say I'm pretty good at like deep diving on Instagram DMs and just like really just stalking people. And so I would go to one person I know, I'd go to their following, I would hit up the people that I think would be a great opportunity. I'd go to another person, blah blah blah, so forth and so on. So I was introduced to a guy from the band Camp. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. They're from OU, but they're super big now. And one of the band members got on a call with me and just like appreciated my grind and appreciated that I'm like, dude, I just want to learn. So he gave me another number. This guy named Britton. I go to Britton's following. I meet a guy named Ty Phillips. Ty Phillips is a part of the fan experience over at like Fan Experience, and just works with the Columbus crew. And I brought him this idea to bring the Columbus music scene and the Columbus sports world together. And from there, he just like, he ate it up, and he's like, I actually have an artist that wants to do similar stuff. So we brought on this artist, and I happen to know him, and his name was Joey H. So we've been just doing that now, and we got a meeting later, so we're working for the 2025 season.
All right, I got 2 more for you.
We'll just run it.
What draws you to make your art? Like, what is the like force behind like Yacobucci creating a Yacobucci song?
I mean, it's definitely, I get so much inspiration from other artists, and like I know there's some people that think like, oh, everything needs to be created from a new idea, but I think that it's beautiful when you take something an artist already made and you're inspired by it to create something with, like, when I create something like an artist I'm inspired by, I want to create that feeling that it gave me when the first time I heard it. You know what I mean? So it's like, if I find a new artist or something that I'm just like, whoa, this is dope, like, and I find something else that I'm working on, like production wise, I'm like, okay, this has that same feeling. And it goes back to like with film, like I'm just a big like film nerd, and I'm just like, I love seeing stuff in my head with music, and when I have a visual in my head with a song, and like that may have came from a movie or came from another artist, like I'm gonna run with that inspiration and just use it. So
that's hard. That's last question. That's amazing. That's how I think about music myself. But last question: if you could be, this is random question. If you can be any bad guy, cartoon, superhero, wrestler, and I don't know.
Any bad guy, I'd probably be. Can I throw in like a controversial one?
Well, of course, you're Yacobucci.
I would say Deadpool.
Deadpool, that's my favorite superhero.
Because he doesn't do it, the right way, but he still has some good in his heart.
Yeah.
So some would say he's bad, some would say he's good.
So we got here at Will's Music House, we got Yacobucci, aka Deadpool. Again, just did an incredible performance at the Will's Music Live, the Will's Live Music House. I know Will's House Live, excuse me, that's production in the back getting me together.